Okay, hi, this is Mr. Cho, and today we're going to be learning how to do AGM12, right, flowcharts. So in this tutorial, we are going to go to SLS first, alright? So what we're going to do right now is we are already in SLS. So go to your SLS and look for this called 20 CPA AGM12, right? Okay, so the instruction is today we're going to do on two platforms. Firstly, we are going to watch the video on SLS, which you are watching right now, and we are also going to open up Google Classroom. Now, I believe that not all of you are very familiar with Google Classroom, so I'm going to use a bit of time to teach you how to get to Google Classroom. Okay, so over here, I'm already in my account. Let me just show you how to get to Google Classroom. What I'm going to do is to click on a new tab and just search for Google Classroom. Okay, so when you click on that, okay, now you may notice that if you try this, you will see, I don't have any classes, but that is because you might be using the wrong account. So click on this profile picture over here and make sure that you are not using your personal account. Okay, this is my personal account. What I should be using is my student account. Okay, so if you do that, you should be able to see the subjects that you're in. Now what you have to do, you cannot click on this white box here. You have to click on the header here. So click on 2T1 CPA and you will see that there is assignment here. So click on the assignment, and for you, you should see something pop up. Okay, the instructions like that. So you will see these instructions and you just need to click on this link to open up the link. Okay, so now you are inside this link. Okay, so let us get started with the lesson. Alright, now the very first thing that we're going to say is that we want to read this guide on how to create a flowchart, right, and proceed to the next page once you are ready. Now let me just teach you how to zoom in a little bit in case you want to see more clearly. So on this is called Google Documents, right? Google Docs. So just click here, zoom, and just increase the font size. Hold on. Okay, so just click here and increase the font size. You can increase it. I think 125 to me is quite good. But for you can choose whatever one. Okay, so let's look at the flowchart symbols here. We have an arrow, and the arrow symbol is this shape. Its purpose is to show the flow of processes. We have a terminator, which is this. It's called a lozenge shape, but be aware that the middle is a straight line. So it's not a full circle or not semicircle. The middle is a straight line and only the edges are slightly curved. Okay, this represents the start and the end of a program. So things like when the green flag is clicked, when you press start and stop, these are terminators. A process is this, just a simple rectangle, and it's used when you see things like move, change X and Y, go to, rotate, and point. Input is a parallelogram, and this is representing whenever the user inputs data or receives something from the computer. So things that like when you press your mouse, key press, you press the keyboard, you press the mouse, or you talk into the microphone. These are all input. Output would be when the character says something or thinks something, when the character plays a sound, when the character shows up or hides, or when the character changes costume. And the decision is this diamond shape, so it must have a yes or no question. So things like repeating or if then else, these are all things that we'll learn soon. Now in this question, we want to draw a flowchart of these scripts. Okay, so let me show you how to draw a flowchart on Google Documents. Okay, the very first thing we have to do is to click somewhere here. You should see your mouse cursor blinking around this area. The next thing is to go to Insert and go to Drawing. Okay, so Insert, Drawing, and click on New Drawing. Now this is a bit different from the Microsoft Word, because Microsoft Word is a bit more convenient, but anyway, this is a free software, so can't complain. What I want to do, you will notice that this drawing pops up in the middle and it completely blocks your view. I want to see my Word document. So what I'm going to do, I hold down my left mouse button on the word drawing, just drag it to the right hand side. Okay, now we know that the first thing that we want to do is to add the start. Okay, so green flag is a start. So let's find the shape. I'm going to move my mouse here until I see the word shape. Click on it. Choose shapes. I'm going to go and find the starting terminator. Okay, so click on flowchart terminator. Hold down your left mouse button and drag. Okay, so you will see this Los Angeles shape. The starting word is just start. So just type in START. Okay, it should automatically pop up into this. Okay, don't worry about the formatting for now. We will handle the formatting later. Okay, the next thing I want to draw is hello. Right? So what is hello? Hello is an output. So we're going to click on shapes, and our output is a parallelogram, right? So let's draw this parallelogram. And what we're going to write inside is, let's say, hello 2 seconds. Yeah, we can let's say hello for 2 seconds. Now, this looks a little bit weird, right? There's nothing in between. So we have to connect it with an arrow. So over here, there's a line. Click on this and choose arrow. You'll see this purple dot. You can connect it to the bottom purple dot. Okay, now the next script is to point in direction 0. So we're gonna choose a shape, and for this it is a simple process. Okay, just pointing, nothing too special about it. So just click on this process, just put it below, draw this here. Okay, and just type points in direction 0. Okay, same, we want to put an arrow, so an arrow from one of the dots. Okay, we can arrange it later. Okay, it's raining now. Okay, so the next script is to move 100 steps. So let's do that also. Just choose this process. Okay, and just type move 100 steps. Okay, put the arrow, connect these two. Okay, and then okay, so now one bad thing or other inconvenient thing about Google Docs is that you kind of can't really draw flowcharts that well. So in this case, I'm really out of space. This is the entire box. So now I need to kind of resize things a bit. What we're going to do is just put everything up, and I'm going to shrink it down. So I just go to the corner and shrink it down a bit. Move this up, and just shrink it down. Up. Okay, so when you want to move things, you should see this white cursor, so you can move it around. So I just want to put it nearer to each other. Okay, so we did the first 4, right? And we want to do the last one, which is to play sound. Remember that sound is a output. So let us add this output, which is this one. Okay, the parallelogram. So just one here, play sound, yeah. Okay, then add the arrow. Okay, oops. And we are done with this flowchart. We can just make it a little nicer. And then that's it. Okay, so let's save and close. And boom, you see our flowchart appear. Now normally on Word, these arrows wouldn't be so ugly, but we can accept it because this is Google Docs. Okay, let's move on to the second example. Okay, so as I'm doing, I hope you are following along also. Let's click on Insert. Alright, and Drawing, and New Drawing. Okay, so same thing. I'm going to click on the word Drawing, hold it down, hold the left mouse button down, and drag over to the corner so that I can see my scripts. Okay, so when the green flag is clicked, I need a shape. What shape do I need? Oh, that reminds me, I made a mistake at the top. Okay, later you tell me what's the mistake. I forgot to do something. Okay, so we start with a start. Okay, then we move on to show. So what is show? Show is a output, right? So out of this, type show, put the arrow. Remember you got to change it to arrow. Just connect them together. Then we have this repeats. Okay, so at repeat is a decision because you are asking yourself, have I repeated 10 times? And that is a decision. So we need to add this flowchart decision. Give this a little bit more space. Draw the arrow down. Okay, so what is the decision? Oops. The decision is to repeat 10. So just put repeat 10. Okay, so if no, okay, usually I would like to put a no at the bottom and the yes on the right side. So if no, so I draw an arrow down. Now remember that for decisions we need to have the word no and yes somewhere. So I will click on this button called the text box, draw it out here, and type no. Okay, and then I'm going to find the shape, which is change x by 10. So the shape is just a normal rectangle. Type change x by 10. Okay, same thing for, oh, not same thing. For this costume, you are seeing something different, right? The computer is showing you something different. So it is this flowchart. Let's type next. Okay, connect it with the arrow. Okay, now to get the arrow to go back up again, you need to use this the elbow connector. Okay, it's not very good on Google Docs, so I can't really get the arrow with an arrow hit, I think. Yeah, I can't. Okay, so just imagine that there's an arrow hit here. And in fact, I want this arrow to go up actually. I need to, yeah. Okay, so it should actually look like something like this. Okay, a little bit ugly, but no choice. We deal with the software we have. Okay, so the arrow should connect back to this arrow head over here. Anyway, let's ignore that. I want to talk about what happens if it's yes. So if I have repeated 10 times, then something happens, right? What happens is that it will hide. So the arrow out here, and I need to say yes. So click on this text box, draw it over here, type yes, can expand it a bit, and I want to have the height. Okay, so height is our flow chart, right? This shape, parallelogram, and just type height. And remember, I told you I made a mistake in the previous example. So this was the mistake. Okay, the mistake was I forgot to put the terminator n. So after that, should end off with the end. This, connect this, and okay. So this is the flowchart. Let's go up and correct the mistake. So to correct mistake, I just click on the previous one and click on edit. Okay, so all I need to do is to add the oops, what's wrong with my mouse? Add this thing in the back. BND, draw the arrow, save and close. Okay, so that's nicer. Okay, so the last question is for you to try by yourself. Okay, this is for high ability students. Now, if you have been stuck on the top two, you're taking a very long time to do the top two, then this you can always just try another time. But if you are fast, you want to challenge yourself and prove that you are a computer expert, then do this. Alright, do this flowchart. Okay, so with that, we have come to the end, okay, of my tutorial. So after this, you need to go back to your SLS, right, and just click on the question that says I have completed today's work. Okay, thanks, and see you back in school. Bye guys.